we're going over the 5-phase credit repair action plan so that you can train your brain to stay focused with the process. Now, 5 phases may seem like a lot, but I can promise you that once you understand this, it's going to make a lot of sense and it can change the direction of your disputes. All right, so let's make this a little bit bigger here and we will get right to it. All right, so Phase 1, obviously you need to send out aggressive disputes, right? So this is the beginning of your journey where all accounts are disputed using credit reports, receipts, documentation, etc. to support your claim of inaccuracy. And remember, with factual-based disputes, inaccuracy is the key because yeah, the FCRA says unverified needs to be removed and incomplete needs to be removed, but Metro 2 only states inaccurate for the reason. So obviously we're going with what the bureaus say, okay? Now, the second part of this is to dispute your personal information. So if you're sending out round 1 for your accounts on January 1st, send out personal info disputes on January 14th, and then again, your accounts on February 1st, personal info on February 14th, etc. Okay. Now, phase 2, and yes, we are plowing through this very, very quickly, but let's just pause right there real quick. Now, watching this video, if you find this information valuable, please make sure to smash that like, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss anything that could change the direction of your disputes, obviously for the better, right? And as always, if you want to see if a credit sweep would be for you, then head over to my740.com, schedule that call with me, and I will see if I can help. All right, so let's get back to this. So we are in the second phase, okay? You're attacking your remaining items. Now, you are also going to want to add in creditor and collector disputes to your system to increase probability of removal, and then redispute your remaining accounts using the evolution line method and the dispute funnel. And you can head down into the description to find those links, okay? Now, here is where you're actually going to start adding your new credit. Now, a little bit of a caveat here. The reason why you're not finding add subprime and beginner credit in phase 1 is specifically because you don't want to look like you are being irresponsible. Look at it from the other side. You're aggressively disputing your creditors, collectors, accounts, your personal information, but you're also going and adding new credit. What does that make you look like? Well, why don't we first aggressively dispute and then begin to add in credit, I would say about 90 days later. And that's what I have my clients do. So now you're looking at self-lender, kickoff, builder cards, jewelry, secured cards and loans, merchandise accounts, and installment loans. But be very careful what you apply for here because it may hurt you down here in phase 5, okay? Now, we're in phase 3. You need to have a consistent onslaught, okay? Don't let time pass between dispute rounds. This is terrible for your process, okay? Remaining consistent is key. I mean, otherwise, well, you know what? You might be starting over from the beginning. So you want to send out creditor, bureau, creditor, bureau, collector, add in CFPB, BBB, and AG complaints. So you are literally coming at them from all sides with your disputes and your complaints, okay? And now you are making power moves. So you want to ask for increases for your newly built credit accounts after 4 months of on-time payments to increase your credit scores and decrease your utilization. All right, so here we are in phase 4, and this is where we're going to whittle away. Now, while it may not be possible to remove all your negative accounts, the majority should be removed somewhere around this point, and it's time to move on to the main rebuilding of your credit and score building portion, okay? So here we are in the rebuild. This is where you want to find larger lines, not a bunch of smaller ones, but find larger lines to apply for. And remember, this is like totally true, and you're going to see this when I come out with my journey series. Remember that you'll get a $30,000 car or a $450,000 home before you'll get a $5,000 personal loan. And it's because they can take it away from you. Shoot for the bigger lines versus smaller, okay? Now, here we are in phase 5, okay? This is maintenance mode. Take a period of time for maintenance of your new credit. Building too quickly can hurt you, and this is a great time to create the next step in your action plan for experiencing true financial freedom. And here we are, last step, phase 5 reward system. And it's time. You should now have little to no negative credit, multiple credit lines, a better understanding of how credit works, and it's time to go out there and get them. Go and apply for that mortgage or that vehicle or that career that you needed that good credit for, okay? Because now you're ready. You already did the removing of the negative items, the personal information disputes, you added the smaller credit and you rebuilt it, and then you went and started working on your score. So as you can see, you don't just do everything all at once. I'm not sure where it is that consumers get the information that, all of these negatives come off all at the same time and your score is just automatically going to increase, and you're also going to get a pay raise just by getting new credit. It doesn't work like that. So I hope that this made sense. If it didn't, drop me a comment on this video, okay? Drop me a comment on this video and let me know what your question about this is, and I would be happy. I would be absolutely, totally happy to clarify, all right? Now, that is it for this video, but if you are experiencing a little bit of issues with trying to figure out how to do factual-based disputes or how to dispute anything for that matter, then head over to liveletter.ask-kristen.com and what LiveLetter can do for you to get you to phase 5 even faster. So that's it for tonight. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so, and head over to my740.com if you want to see if I can get you to phase 5 quicker. All right, so that's it. Have a great one.